How's it going, everyone? My name is Fusion, and as you can tell by the title of this video, let me unplug it, we're doing a 1-year review with the Osmo Pocket. So this isn't going to be like any normal review, it's just going to be me telling you my thoughts on owning this for the past year, using it, and just the general how good it is. And I wanted to do some tests with it, like an outdoor test, mic test, video test, blah 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 test, everything. We're going to go do that. Okay, so for the past year, this camera has been an absolute joy to use. So the gist of this camera is that it's a pocket gimbal. So let me show you something. 5 seconds, you're ready to go. Turn it on. You got a fully stabilized mechanical gimbal that shoots 4K. It's insane. It comes in this little case that it's a nice case. It's a decent protective case, and it protects your $350 DJI camera very well. So when you have this thing turned on and it's stabilized, you can flip it upside down and record upside down footage. So if you're on a skateboard, let's say, and you want to hold the camera down, you can hold it just like this and get some really cool underneath shots of your board. Now there's 2 buttons on here. It's a record button and a multifunction button. The record button obviously does what you think it does, and the multifunction button functions multiple ways. You can click it once to switch between modes. You can click it twice to recenter your video. So let's say I'm messing around with it, I don't like where it's at, so I recenter the video. And you can press it 3 times to flip the camera around. So yeah, it's really cool. Let me show you that again. So I got this, and we hit it 3 times. And I'm gonna take some footage right now just of this room and the camera, and I'm gonna show you. So yeah, it's very stable. I have very shaky hands too, so that is a testament to how stable this is. And I'm also drinking my coffee, so that adds to the shakiness. This thing is insanely stable, and it fits in your pocket. What's not to love? This thing is a must-have for any filmmaker, YouTuber that wants really nice, smooth, stable video, 4K video, whatever, it's got it all. The device is not completely standalone because, as you can see, there's a lightning connector right there. So pull this little pin out, flip it around, and we have a port on there. So let's say we get our video feed and we're able to control it from here. So we want to look around, that's what we can do. We want to flip it around and show you, we can do that. Flip it around, it's really nice. And I can look at my gallery, it is awesome. Now this thing is able to take time lapses like a beast. It is squared on the bottom, so you're able to, I mean, I can't really show you with the camera, but you're able to set it down flat on a flat surface, and it'll stand up by itself. And when you're recording a time lapse, you can set it from one point to another. So over the course of a 15-second time lapse, if you want to look at that side of the room and then go over there, it'll slowly pan around. And I can show you a video I got at Kalahari right now. And here's another one that I got and put in bed. Thing for time lapses, and it takes really cool panoramas. Here's one, and you set it down, or you can hold it since it's so steady, and it'll take 4 pictures, stitch them together, and make one nice panorama that you don't have to slowly move around or anything like that. It's awesome. 5 seconds, you have a sweet panorama of whatever you wanted to see. Now this thing does take slow-mo at 120 or 240. I can't remember exactly which, but it crops it in. It's not the best, but it's pretty good. And the 4K video is pretty good. Here's some. And I took this thing on a boat last year, and I will show you a video of how stable that is. And I absolutely just love this. It's fantastic. So enough of this talking, it's boring. Let's go see how this thing performs. got my boring normal longboard. I don't have my electric longboard yet. Video coming up on that soon. But I wanted to ride this around with the Osmo Pocket and test the gimbal stabilization, just to show you like, oh, here's one condition, I'm riding my skateboard. That's how stable the video is. I accidentally spilled some coffee grounds right over here. I'm sorry, Gwen. I use this vacuum way too much than I should, and it's kind of bad. Yeah, I ended up buying this, the Wowgo 3, so this should be here within the next month. So one thing I forgot to tell you about this bad boy that's insanely awesome. Yeah. So there's a face track feature. As you can see, it is following me as I move around. So this could be great if you want to make a video where you are talking and you want to move around at the same time. So that's just a cool feature that I wanted to show you. So if you want to make a video like, oh hey, this is me walking around, it's just a cool, fun thing to get an angle of. Okay, so I'm going to go down this little trail using the Osmo Pocket as a vlogger. I'm going to show you guys how that one turned out. Okay, so just going down this hill, let me recenter, flip it. So I am just riding on my skateboard. Yeah, I'm just going down this hill. Wind is pretty decent, so I guess we can just see how this audio turns out. And yeah. And one awesome thing is this thing is tiny. So if you're embarrassed about vlogging in public like I am, then this thing will work out fantastic for you, because nobody's gonna bat an eye when you're holding this tiny little thing, as opposed to holding the giant rig I use when using my M50. I'm gonna go find a spot where I can really test this thing out. Oh god. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go find a spot where I can test this thing out better than just that little trail, because that's a really smooth trail. So we're gonna go find a good spot. Right now it's doing a face track vlog. So you can use face tracking. It will try its best to autofocus. This thing doesn't have the best autofocus, and I'm kind of disappointed that it has to have autofocus, because the sensor's so tiny. It should just be an all-around focus like the GoPro, but sadly it isn't. Coming up a hill, don't have motors on my skateboard, so I gotta walk this. Picking up my skateboard, and this is a test of me walking with it. It's pretty good. It's all right. It keeps horizontal video stable fantastically, but the only thing is it's only a 3-axis gimbal, not like a 4-axis. Video of me walking, there's like a slight bob to it. It tries its best to minimalize that. So if you're like me and you have, I'm riding this thing backwards, I didn't even realize it. If you're like me and you have terrible social anxiety and you don't want people to give you weird looks when you're vlogging or making any sort of video for that fact, this thing's fantastic. Ooh. Oh, lost it. I used the skateboard backwards and it started to get some speed wobbles, and I kind of lost it going over that bump. But yeah, if you don't want people to give you weird looks, if you want to be able to vlog and not be self-conscious about how you look, which I mean, I'm getting used to it. I don't vlog out in public as much as I want to, because this rig is huge and I have anxiety. So this is a fantastic option for all of you that are like me. Tiny, compact, nobody's gonna give you any looks. I've never gotten any, and it's fun. So I'm stopping right now. I wanted to use this to plug into my phone and get some cool shots of this view. It's a lot better when it's colder out because there's a cool pond here, but right now it's just tall grass, so I'm gonna show you guys that. Real quick, I wanted to do a running test with this while I'm vlogging, so like if you need to run while you're vlogging and you want your video to be stable, this is how it's gonna look. So right now, I am running, holding the Osmo Pocket, and this is how it looks vlogging. Here's the cool view that I wanted to show you.
like that video shows, this thing is a B-roll machine. It captures some beautiful B-roll. I'm only recording 1080-60. I've had some 4K video earlier that I showed you. I don't usually use 4K because it takes up quite a bit of space on this memory card. But this thing's a B-roll machine. My hands were shaky. I had it plugged into my phone. You can't really use it when you have a case on unless it's an ultra slim case because of the port on here and the way that it hits your phone. You got to take your case off. But that's a downside that anyone will be willing to work with for a video machine this small that takes this fantastic of footage. Have it in the case right now, just saying, yes, this does live to the name. You can throw it in your pocket. I have my M50 propped up on some stairs. I wanted to show you how walking upstairs looks with this thing, so to see how stable that looks. So right now here are the stairs. There's this cool feature, I don't know if I've shown it yet, but you can flip the camera around mid-video and you readjust it on the little screen. So right now I'm walking up these stairs. Let me flip it back around. Still walking up these stairs. Keeps a decent job. Does a decent job of keeping the video stable. So yeah. So I have this flat cement surface right here. One thing I really wanted to show was the time-lapse feature, that the moving time lapses. So I'm going to record one of those now. So I'm back to the apartment right now. I was going to head downtown and then I completely remembered that my town has absolutely nothing to do downtown, so I decided against that. So I think I'm going to end this video here. If there's anything after this clip, then I'm completely wrong. But I'm going to end this here. So if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Turn that notification bell on so you never miss an upload. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.